Hello, I'm Dr. Kristin Carmody, and I'm an emergency medicine physician here in New York City. I went to New York University as an undergraduate and got my Bachelor of Science degree in business. I ended up being a non-traditional student, and I worked on Wall Street for a few years, getting experience in the business world. I realized that my true passion was in medicine, and I ended up doing a post-baccalaureate program. And then I eventually started medical school at the SUNY Downstate School of Medicine in Brooklyn, New York. Based on my experience immersing myself into this underserved community that Downstate served, I ended up being inspired, and I stayed there and did my emergency medicine residency. While I was a resident, I got exposed to point-of-care ultrasound, which was an up-and-coming modality at the time, and that inspired me to continue my education and go to Yale University School of Medicine, and I did my fellowship there in point-of-care ultrasound. After that, I began my academic career post-fellowship, and my first job as an attending physician was at the Boston University School of Medicine. I worked there in the emergency department. It's an academic center, so I ended up coaching and mentoring students, residents, faculty members. I started up the Emergency Ultrasound Fellowship and became the Fellowship Director and the Division Director in Point-of-Care Ultrasound. After being there for 5 years, for personal reasons, I returned to New York City and took an academic position at the New York University School of Medicine, where I also headed up the Point-of-Care Emergency Ultrasound Fellowship and was the Division Director of Ultrasound within the Department of Emergency Medicine. I continued my mentorship and coaching, developed a ton of curriculum, created educational initiatives that were basically used within the department and institution-wide. And that's kind of where my academic career brought me. I've always been inspired by mentorship and coaching. I continue to do that at all of my academic sites, whether it was undergraduate students, medical students, residents, and fellows, and junior faculty members. Some of my awards and accolades are related to all of these achievements. They have been such things as the Academic Attending of the Year at both Boston University and NYU School of Medicine. I have won the Education Innovation Award at the NYU School of Medicine. I have won national awards based on my leadership in emergency medicine committees and ultrasound committees. And I have won mentorship awards for all the emphasis that I've placed on mentoring my students, fellows, and residents throughout the years. I really believe that you need to be well-rounded. You need to be more than one-dimensional. You need to show all those different layers that you have and let those strengths shine. I think it's really important to showcase all of your strengths and accomplishments, but also maintain some humility. Right? People really need to know authentically why you're going into medicine, what it is that inspires you, and you need to have that authentic background and maintain that humility, because that's what people really want to see. You need to focus on highlighting your strengths and keeping that positivity up. You want to really, really focus in on the things that you can offer in the medical world. The last thing I'll say about the key to success is maintaining wellness through this journey. You have to focus on your own mental well-being, because this is the type of stuff that gets you through the hard times. And it also helps to showcase all your dimensions. So I think that's really important. I believe that I would approach it in a collaborative way, which has always been what I've stressed. And what I mean by that is really getting feedback from students. What's working? What could be done better? I think it needs to be bidirectional, and I think the process needs to be iterative, meaning that with that feedback, you need to be responsive to students and kind of change direction. I think a lot of this needs to be driven by the student, and with feedback, I think it's possible. I think each of the plans need to be individualized. Not every student's the same, not every person's the same. And the way that you build up someone's strengths is by making sure that every plan is individualized and catered to the actual learner. So that's my firm belief. I have over 20 years experience in mentoring and coaching and counseling, and I think that my number of years experience and my seasoned nature to this is a strength that I can offer students. I'm a great listener. It's why I've won mentorship awards and teaching awards over the years, and I've had a non-traditional path. I've had experience in other industries. I know what it's like to work with people. I'm professional, I'm mature, and I think all of this will lead to success for students. Because medicine is changing, and we need to really put forward our best students. And the only way that we can do this is by being a mentor and a coach. I think that a lot of my success over the years has been because of my strength that I've obtained from my own mentors and coaches. And I believe that with all the experience that I've gained, that it's time for us to pass it down to the next generation. And this is what's going to keep medicine really strong. It's going to keep us attracting the best candidates possible. And I believe that you can only do that by really putting yourself out there and being the proper coach that students need.